Hello, YouTube and Facebook, wherever else I'm going to put this. All right, so I know it's been a while since I've done like an update video or anything like that. And yes, this is in first person mode, so everything is switched. This is my left hand. This is my right hand. I say that because there's going to be some updates going on and you're going to have to know which hand I'm talking about. So everything is reversed, okay? All right, so I haven't posted in a very long time on YouTube. On Facebook, some of you might be more familiar with my recent matches. In the last 7 weeks, 6.5 weeks, something like that, I've pulled Dan Coyle, who has been pulling, he's about 215, 220 pounds, has been pulling for 22 years, is an amazing shoulder roller, like presser, shoulder presser. That lane is greased. That boy knows it inside and out. He's super lightning quick. And sorry, this is a little bit tilted. Ugh. I'm making do with what I got, okay? He beat me 3-1. I did take a pin off of him, and honestly, I'm super happy with my performance against him. I was aggressive. I was strong. As a matter of fact, I received a hell of a compliment from a lot of people that watched it. They said they've never seen Dan lose his hand and wrist in a match, ever. So, and I did. I took it several times, actually. His side pressure was just amazing. And once he gets his shoulder behind his arm, he's absolutely amazing, and hats off to him. But I was able to do things that, number one, people have never seen done to Dan. And number two, things that I didn't know I could do. So I was really impressed with that. I have, and then, what was it? 3 weeks after that, I pulled Robert Black. So yeah, I trained for a week after Dan, basically rehab and blood flow work. And then 2 weeks after that, I pulled Robert Black. And I want, real quick, before we go any further, this is not an excuse video, okay? I don't make excuses. The guys who beat me at the best I could be at that moment, okay? I'm just telling you in retrospect, because hindsight is always 20/20. What I did was stupid. So I'll now continue with my story. Story time. 3 weeks after pulling Dan, I pulled Robert. And I didn't know I was truly injured until the first round one go with Robert. My wife, my teammates all saw it. This is, again, not taking anything away from Robert. The guy's strong as hell, and the SOB just continues to come out on top of me, but I love him. Anyway, as soon as that first ready go hit happened, I felt a lot of pain in the upper part of my arm, like right here, and a whole lot right there at the bottom of my bicep. And I went, shit, I'm injured. Didn't know. Fought that day, and wound up 3-2 for Robert. Good for him. And again, I'm not ashamed of how I showed up. Then about I don't know, week and a half after Robert, I got basically a last minute, hey, this guy wants to come practice. He's only been pulling for about a year, but he's a giant. He's really strong. He's a giant. You know, can you do anything? And again, let me just go off on a little bit of a tangent here. Due to the economy and what's going on with my personal life right now, I really can't travel very much right now. So he was willing to come to my house and practice at my house, so I said, screw it, sure. Shows up here, and I kind of did an impromptu interview with him because this is the first time meeting him and all of this. And I asked him how long he's been pulling. And the guy's like 6'6", 290, 300, something like that. And he says, for a year. I said, all right. Absolutely destroyed me. As a matter of fact, he wound up injuring my left wrist. I was in the straps with him. He posted really high. I tried to contain him, and everything just separated, like literally. And I was like, oh shit, that sucks. And I mean, it's still injured, but I know how to protect it when I pull, so it isn't a super big deal. But nobody cares about left-handed arm wrestling anyway, right?
Nick.
So, but and then 2 days ago we had a little bit of a team rivalry going with the Carolina Rollers and this 15-year-old phenom that's coming up. His name is Levi. I don't want to screw up his last name and I'm Polish, so he's Polish and I'm Polish. I don't want to screw up his last name, but I think it's Ratowski or Rakowski. Anyway, he's 15 years old. He's a phenom, really strong inside puller. But I said that he was vulnerable to a top roll. Well, it turned into let's have a practice super match with 2 days notice. Sure, I said, why not? So if anybody's keeping tally, I went up against a super greased, like just the guy knows his move inside and out, shoulder presser / shoulder roller. Then I went up against Robert Black, who's, as far as my level of arm wrestling, he's probably the most equal arm wrestler to me that I've met so far. So like him and I are on a razor's edge as far as strength. He definitely has more table IQ than me, but he also has close to about twice as much experience. So that puts him at about 3 years. I'm not even at a year and a half yet, but I think he's right around 3 years. And then you got this guy that pulled for like 6 years, lied to me, said he only pulled for a year. He absolutely decimated me. And so it was like arm wrestling a truck. And then I pull Levi, this kid Levi, yesterday. And this kid Levi beat me 3-1. Same thing. If I can get in my lane, man, I'm deadly. But it's getting in my lane is a lot harder when you don't realize that your bicep tendon is just screaming until the match. Because I felt strong. Going into Robert, I felt really strong. Going into Levi, I felt really strong. What I didn't realize is that, because I don't go 100% in my training, because obviously, why would you? I didn't realize that there was a lot of injury deep inside. Anyway, with that being said, I lost 3-1. Again, not taking anything from him. His arm is super strong. Much stronger than mine. My hand is definitely stronger than his, but he's made gains there too. His hand actually felt a lot stronger than it did when we arm wrestled back in, I think it was March, at the round robin event at Nick's house. So his hand has made some real good strides. And look, he's 15, I'm 42. He's going to have a much better trajectory in this sport than I am. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I don't take anything away from him. I think he's going to be whatever he wants to be in this sport. No doubt about it. And I wish him all the best. And I can't wait to say I was there at his beginning. You know what I mean? Like, I know that guy. That, you know what I mean? Like, I can't wait to be that guy. But don't, if you are watching this, Levi, do not sleep, because I will be coming back to get my ranking. No doubt about it. One day you'll take it from me and I won't be able to get it back, but I don't think you're quite there yet. So I'm coming for you once I heal up. And now I'm going to transition into that part of this update, this video. 2 things have majorly happened in my life. One thing majorly in my life, and one thing I'm changing as of today. I went on a full keto diet. It's more like a ketovore diet, where it's mostly meats, eggs, bacon. It's mostly that high healthy fat, high protein. I am eating some vegetables, but it isn't like a primary staple of my diet in any way, shape, or form. It's mostly meat, steaks, and obviously I'm not rich, so it's whatever steaks I can afford. Ground meat, eggs, and, cheeses, anything that's high healthy fat along with high protein. No carbs, no sugars, or I shouldn't say no carbs, because everything has some carbs in it, right? But
yeah, some things not.
Very, 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 very low carbs. As little sugar as I possibly can, get in any of the food that I'm talking about, because some things just have some sugars in it. But
no processed sugars.
Yeah, there's literally, even natural sugar, I'm keeping it to the lowest part I possibly can, but definitely no processed sugars, no grains, no breads, nothing like that. So week 1, today is the end of week 1 on that diet, and I'm seeing that I'm 6 pounds lighter. So yay for me. I'm going to continue this because I've got way too much sitting here. I've also got way too much inflammation in my knees and my ankles and my feet. It's years of beating the shit out of myself and honestly years of being obese. So I have a lot of trouble losing weight. So that's why I had to go to this extreme. Although it's really not extreme when it comes to the DNA of us. It's just extreme in basically modern culture, right? Because this is the diet that we lived on, for thousands of years before the grain started happening, and I guess modern history. So yeah, this is the diet that basically the whole human race lived on and sustained itself on before modern history. Anyway, so that was the major change in my life. I do feel pretty good. Got rid of soda, got rid of all of it. I'm drinking a little bit of coffee now as a stimulant, no sugar. I'm actually drinking almond milk. Shoot me. But I don't drink it by itself. I just can't stand the taste of it. But in coffee is fine. With keto-friendly, zero sugar, zero carb chocolate syrup, it's fine. Which, by the way, that chocolate syrup by itself tastes like shit. But when you mix it with the almond milk, it tastes fine. It's almost like a chocolate milk. Anyway, I'm seeing good results on that. The other thing that I'm doing is I'm starting rehab today. I'm basically taking a break from team practice for a couple of weeks and probably competition of any style for a couple of months. And what I'm doing, just so everybody knows, is, and again, this is my left hand that I'm lifting it with. I'm going to do a full set on my right so you can see it, but this is my left hand that I'm lifting with. So there's 20 pounds on a belt. I'm doing thumb-based pronation, right, with the belt, so it's here, and then just full range, but I'm keeping my elbow here so that my bicep is always engaged, okay? And then I'm doing riser work with the same weight, okay? You slip your hand through, then you come up like so, and again, I'm lifting it with both hands so you can just see it, and then but you always keep your bicep engaged, and I'm doing 25 reps on each one of those. And then that takes care of that. I'm doing full range curls with, again, 20 pounds. It's probably 25 because of the bar, but 20 pounds. So full ranged, okay? But I'm doing it off my knee, but still my arm is full range. And then I'm doing, that's 25 reps. And then I'm standing up and I'm doing 50 wrist curls just to make sure that my forearm stays healthy during this season of rehab that I'm doing. So for the next 5 days, I'm going to be doing 25 full range pronation with 20 pounds. I'm going to be doing 25 full range, or riser work, 25 reps with 20 pounds. Full range curls, 25 of those, which, by the way, just even moving my arm right here hurts when I get down here, and the curls kill it on the way up and down. It's just rehab though, so it's not going to tear my bicep tendon. And then doing 50 wrist curls with the same weight. So that's going to give me a grand total of 125 reps of each one of the hand-based exercises, and then the wrist curls is going to be 250 per day for the next 5 days. So it comes out to like 600 and something reps for the hand-based stuff, and like 1,200 and something reps for the wrist-based stuff in the next 5 days. And it's all lightweight. It's all 20 pounds, 25 pounds. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be really focusing on healing myself up, a lot of blood flow work. The new diet is definitely going to be helping with the high healthy fats and the proteins. The blood's really going to be rushing nutrients into those areas that are hurt. But I wanted to put out this video not to complain about my losses, because honestly, I took them pretty hard, the last two. But I've been thinking about it all day, and honestly, it isn't about the losses, okay? It really isn't. What it is my stupidity for being 42, going on 43, and thinking that I'm 20. You don't recover that quickly, and you should listen to your body. And I didn't, and now I'm paying for it. So basically, it's like a PSA. Listen to your body. Be smart with your careers, because a lot of you are younger than me, and you may think that you're invincible. You're not. You'll get hurt, and when you do, it puts you back so that you lose training. And you don't ever want to lose training. You want to consistently go up, 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 up. You don't ever want to kind of plateau or set back. And our training is going to look different. You guys are, for the younger guys or the guys that have been pulling longer, you could probably do a lot of max effort stuff and heavier weight and lower reps. Me, it's going to be pretty much Devin's way of doing things, Devin Larratt. It's going to be a whole lot of reps, a whole lot of volume, and maybe one day I'll work up to moderately heavy weight, but for right now it's going to be light to moderate weight and volume, 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 volume. And that is how I'm going to build my strength. And I know I'm never going to be elite in this sport, and that's fine by me. But take a lesson from me and don't be stupid with your body. Don't just keep smashing against the wall and expect your body to just grow stronger. You have to take care of your body. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoy the update. I don't know if I'll be doing like regular videos or whatever. Maybe tomorrow or something I'll show you what a full set, a full actual set looks like. And I'm doing 5 sets a day, so that's where I got my numbers from. So that's 125 reps of this, of full range curls, and 250 of wrist curls, okay? That's per day. Anyway, you guys have a good one. Stay massive, as Devin would say. Love you guys. See, it's still looking good though, tell you that. You guys be good. God bless.